today, let's not do a leak code. I think I'm gonna take a break on leak code. Um, as I've done a decent amount. I don't really have any interviews coming up, so until then, let's take a break. I have a rough understanding of like the most common ones. I still probably am trash at pretty like advanced and some greedy problems and some definitely some DP. Maybe when I start grinding again, I'll do this. But today, my Go skills are kind of rusty. So I wanted to do just some toy projects for just better web dev knowledge. Or not necessarily web dev, but back end, Go backend projects. Simply because I would love to work on a project that uses Go, because Go's enjoyable, right? But I kind of suck at it. So let's do, let's do this here. I want to do a URL shortener. So if you guys don't know what that is, simply the basic idea is, let's just call this one called TinyURL, where you just put like an actual link, for example, like Necode.io or something, right? And then it will return some kind of shorter URL, right? So like I can put my old project here, and then it'll shorten it, and it'll return me this, and then well, okay, my ad blocker blocks it, but regardless, it's gonna redirect to, well, okay, I don't, maybe my project doesn't work, but anyways, let's do something actual that works. Like it's like Necode.io, right? You can have a tiny URL here. Okay, let me just fucking, and then it'll return me the tiny URL. And then, yeah, boom. That's the basic idea. It just redirects it with a tiny URL. And these are all the ones I have. So I want to build something like this from scratch. I want to use what I know with web dev as much as I can, so I can map it onto Go, because my Go backend is really weak. I know like some mini frameworks like Chi, so like Gochi. I'm probably gonna use that. Just like a thing. I mean, I could maybe use just the classic library, not the classic library, the standard library HTTP. But I've used this a little bit, and it feels a little bit more like it feels a little bit more comfortable to write, because one thing that I like about it is the grouping of routes, which is pretty nice. Like for example, right here. But anyways, but for today, let's do it really simple, because I still need to brainstorm on how I'm gonna design this, and I still don't know how like redirecting works. But anyway, so I need to do a few things here. So I need to organize my project structure. So I have like this like old abandoned project that I was following on. I just wanted to like I have this like, wait, I actually want to install that brew install tree. Cause tree is kind of useful. I was like following a YouTube, not a YouTube tutorial, but like a backend project here. And I was curious on how Go developers organize their project, right? And there's a lot of different ways, but regardless, there's the command, which is essentially the entry point, and we have like a binary here, and we'll have and then your internal logic. So here, right here, I'll probably write like the URL logic, and then maybe the redirect logic, and then like the memory database stuff. So today we'll do the project structure and some boilerplate code, and then I'll have to do some research on my own on how to like actually connect a database, because I actually don't know how to do that in Go. But anyways, mainly setup and simple, and just the start of a new relative series. Also, today is not. Yesterday was not a year, unfortunately. Man, I was trying to fix up all the bull crap. Um, Bruh, I messed up the numbering. All I know is I have a few more days, which will be next Tuesday, will be my actual year, but it is close enough. Been doing these videos for a while. But from now onwards, I wouldn't guarantee that I would keep doing projects, but like I don't want my Go skills to atrophy. So let's do some small projects. If you guys have more fun project ideas that are less like more like relative like more tip like I guess back end oriented, leave them in the comments because I would love to learn. I want to expand my back end skills because when I build projects, I just use like JS and stuff, and a lot of it's abstracted, which isn't a bad thing. It helps me build faster, but my depth is definitely, you know, it is not as what I would like it to be. Regardless, let's do it simple. This is kind of a structure I had. I was like just toying around with how like this isn't complete. There's actually more to it, but this is a good starting point of where I want to be building my stuff here. So, anyways, let's do this. Let's do. Okay, what am I doing? So I need to move this to there, and yeah. So we'll have these two here side by side. So, anyways, I'm going to go to my folder where I store my projects, and let's build a project called, what do we call this? URL shortener. Shortener. Or let's call it shortified. That sounds weird. Tiny URL. Yeah, let's do that. So cd, let's do make directory. Let's just make basically a tiny URL. So let's cd into that, and okay, so let me initialize Git real quick. I'm not gonna put it on my repo yet. I'm just gonna have it for logging purposes. Okay, anyways, let's make a readme, and let's think a few things here. So we have here a tiny URL, a simple backend API that shortens long URLs. Purpose: a toy project to better understand Go's backend ecosystem or tech tools and backend. Yeah, it's better understand Go, right? Design. I'll definitely have this. So the design is a few things here. I want to do. So I know we need to do things, right? We have to have a few operations. So which is to let's do like a post operation, right? A post. So post URL, a long URL link, right? We'll also have to do a few verb bridges, right? So we'll do a post operation on a long URL, which will return us, gives us back our link, a shorter link. Then we'll do a get operation, which basically, a get operation which will, so a get operation on a short URL will redirect to the actual long URL. And then we'll do a delete here of the short URL, which will redirect to, or actually just delete the redirect to the actual long URL. Gives out a shorter link. Deletes the long URL stored in the database. Okay, so, and then the database used. I'm gonna use a relational database, a SQL. We're gonna use a database used. We'll use like a SQL. I mean, I could use like a non-SQL like Mongo, but let's just use SQL. I don't think it really matters. Maybe it does matters for performance, but I'm not trying to build this for production. I'm just trying to get better at this, right? So we'll need to do 3 RESTful APIs that have 3 verbs here: a post, a get, and a delete. Goals here, no UI. I'm not gonna do a UI here. I also should be able to intercept. So when a I guess goals here, yeah, and that's what should do. Redirect to the actual long URLs and retrieve the stored long URL. Stored long URL, yeah. I don't know if that's supposed to do that there. Actually, that's probably, I think it's just to retrieve. Now I'm being kind of naive here. Retrieve stored long URL, and then I don't know how this is gonna work. So it's probably like some server that intercepts like short URLs. Well, actually, no. When they actually get that, I should be able to retrieve long URL and then open. I'm pretty sure once you get it, it will just open. Like you can open it on the client side or whatever happens, you know. Regardless, the get should retrieve the long URL and then delete. Well, obviously that deletes. And then database use, we just use squeal, right? So pretty straightforward. Init readme. There's no need to push, so because I don't have a remote repo. Anyways, I'll maybe make it later. So we'll have a tiny URL. So okay, few things to make. So I need to make let's create a binary. Oh, do I need? Yeah, let's do. So bin, we'll do cmd and internal. Those are just a good starting point for where to begin here. So we have a binary here. Oh, okay, I don't have anything in there. So let's start with the cmd. Yeah, that's gonna be my entry point. So let's do cmd here, and we'll have our API, which is just essentially the just like the server listener, like all the configs and stuff, and maybe and I will basically use my internal business logic. The business logic here is the shortening stuff. Anyways, so we have an API go here, we have a health.go here, and main.go here. And yeah, in the API, let's just make a few things. So What am I doing? So in the API, let's do, I guess, API.go. Or I think the main thing is, oops, what am I doing? I messed up. I need to save this. Yep. And then API.go and main.go. Those are the main important ones. I actually don't remember what is the purpose of this API.go here. This is just to extract away the hound basically the abstract away our app, I guess. This is like configuring and like writing all the like stuff. So in the main.go, we just call like this. So it's like a very clean, like you create a config struct and then you do that, and then, simple, right? And then the internal stuff is all the database and database like logic and your actual business logic, I think. Again, I'm following some like random YouTube tutorial. This might be too much, so I might just go away with the API and just write everything in the main.go. I don't think I need a. I just do this main here because I don't think, bro. I hate Vim. Why is this happening? So we have the CMD main.go, and let's delete this, and then there's the main. Yeah. Okay. So basically, I'll write like majority of I don't want to write all of this. Like this is like pretty like abstracted, not abstracted, but just very modular in the sense of like, okay, we'll have like an app and then we just call like app.run in the main. So again, this is all entry point stuff, no logic. And then you can write some like API stuff, some like actual things you would write. So like you would register all the for every handler I need to do, I'll register here with a file. So yes, maybe today I can write a few handlers, but anyways, regardless, I need to install some few dependencies here. So let's get Qi going. So let's get Qi going. Oh wait, what? Go not? Oh wait, I forgot. Go mod toddy. So go mod init. So github.com/boat Noah tiny URL. Go mod tidy. And then go get me this, man. Beautiful. And okay, so now I just want a basic server running. So like we'll do func main. Okay, we have a basic function going. Let's copy this actually. Well, actually, is this right? Let's do, okay, let's write this cleaner. So right now he passed in an anonymous function. So, okay. We'll have some logger. Hold on. I know there's some useful ones here. Hold on. First off, let me start a tmux session. So let's do tiny URL, and then let's do this. Main.go. And let's write a few. Yeah, I guess we'll do a health check first, right? So we'll do a health check. We'll do how many handlers we should write. We'll do a few handlers. Okay, actually, I want to separate that out. Let's do handlers. Yes, or like this. And we'll do a health.go. We'll do that's like the health endpoint. Let's do, I guess, I forgot what you can do with this here. what am I looking at? Oh, yeah, this one. So basically, I should be able to, yeah, shorten. So shorten. Shorten doggo will do delete doggo. And retrieve an original URL. Okay. Some endpoints. Give them some for each API operation. This is pretty nice. I might do this too. Yes, let's do that actually. Let's actually do another endpoint. We'll do stats.go. So these are gonna be. Oh, so there's the delete, shorten, and retrieve. Jesus, retrieve.go. I'm not gonna write anything for. Well, okay. I'll write something for now. But anyway, these are the handlers. Let's do a basic one. We'll do health, just to see if this all works in the first place. And then we'll write a health, health.go. We'll do func. Actually, I don't know how to do this. It's just like health.go. Let's do, yeah, let's something like this. Okay, that's annoying. Let's do here. Yeah, this is from handlers. This, and okay, yeah, that's because we're in the same scope. Actually, I want this to be in the main scope, so main, and then so privately exported. I think so. But regardless, let's have our health.go here. Actually, no, let's do main. Let's do main.go, and we'll import github.com/boatnoah, and we need to do handlers. Wait, actually, it should be in the same scope, so I actually have access to it. So a handler with health check handler. Wait, but it's not. Hold on. Main.go. No. It's the handlers. Shorten stats health.go. And the H. No, you still don't know it? Actually, why am I even doing this? Let's just like have everybody in the same API, because these are all related to APIs anyways, but these are just like handlers and stuff. So anyways, let's write this here. Actually, no. Undo that. No, I like this organization. It just makes my life easier. But anyways, I don't know why. How do I? I'm pretty sure. Do I need to import? I swear if it's in the same scope, I should be able to access it, right? Let me refer to my old project. The reason why is because I have access to this because I have an app, and then it's an implementation of that. Okay, that makes sense. Makes a lot of sense. Yeah, hold on. Well, it's probably because it's in the, oh. Wait, is this really that it? Okay, never mind. Actually, yeah, let's just have it on the same level. What the fuck am I doing? Let's delete this. Delete this. Okay. I sometimes this shit's weird. What? What is happening? Okay, no, don't make changes. Okay. Yes, do that. Okay, that's what I want. And then delete everything here. Or just delete everything in the handlers. So we'll have, okay, we'll have it in the same thing. And then now I should have it. Health checking. There you go. Okay. Wait, am I just fucking JavaScript pilled? Is this not right? It should be private. But in the same scope, so it should be able to be used, right? Yeah, there you go. Okay. So let's do, I actually want to copy my makefile. That makefile is really useful. This is a kind of a nice thing to have. So let's do here. Well, okay, let me create a makefile. So make file, and add this, and the binary is in not face auth but tiny URL. Wait, is that true? Yes. So now I have here, what am I doing? Tree sitter. I don't know why I don't have my tree sitter, but anyways, it doesn't matter. Well, I have a make file. Oh, because I spelled it wrong, that's why. It's not make file, it's make F capital lowercase. So we have the make file, and then, bro, I'm so bad with my fucking keyboard. What is happening? Yes, there you go. So the binary, basically, I want the output to be, the build is basically that, and then go build the binary with the package, .cmd, and then .api, and then build, run, test, kind of, but yada, yada, yada. Okay, now I could just do go make build. Okay, that makes sense. Wait, what happened actually? Expected package found in the file. Delete that. Oh yeah, that makes sense. Hold on, let me fix that. Go. Let's just do package main, and do that for every single one. Okay, now make build. Retrieve. I forgot to do retrieve. Retrieve. This motherfucker doesn't have it either. So now let's do the make build. Perfect. Now we can do the tiny URL. Or it's like, or make run. Perfect. Now the server works. So now let's do like localhost. I don't remember what the port was. Port main.go. It's on 30,000. Oh, perfect. Wait, what? I thought it was on 3,000. Well, actually, hold on. That's wrong because there's nothing. I didn't write anything in the root. That makes sense. So let's do health. All operations perfect. Yes. Let's write a root as well, actually. Yeah, let's do how do I write an anonymous function again? Anonymous function go. It's func Doot, doot. I'm pretty sure I'm supposed to have a writer, right? A response writer and a request, yes. So response the writer, right? I fucking forget what the thing was. HTTP response writer. Holy shit. This is why I need to practice Go. HTTP response writer, and then a HTTP dot response. No, it's not a response writer. It's a request. Yeah, we get a request, and then we'll just do like r dot write welcome little bro. Let me look at the chi documentation. Go chi. I kind of forget the syntax. Wait, I need to write it in byte. What is the error? Excuse me? Would we be doing something wrong here? Oh, is this not a pointer? Wait, both are not pointers? Wait, hold on. I'm actually confused. Oh, they're not. One is the response writer is not a pointer, and then the request is, yeah, welcome, little bro. Okay, now when I don't do health. Oh, okay, that's weird. Oh shit, that makes sense. I don't have auto refresh. I need to build it again and then make run. I wish I had that. Okay, yeah, okay, that's fine. Okay, next time we'll do that. So next goals is goals and so to-dos. Let's do this. So I need to do to-do number 1 is set up auto refresh, so like it rebuilds when I make changes on changes made. Set up DB connection, and design logic, shortening logic. So those are things to do. We'll do that next time. I think today was a decent amount of time to code, but anyways, not that crazy, just set up today. But yeah, see you guys tomorrow.